What is up, guys? Thank you for tuning in to another Real Talk podcast. It's Friday the 13th. Hope everyone has had a safe day. Because let me tell you, it's been a crazy ass day. Number one, I'd like to start off with a big old rest in paradise to Ken Block, who was a professional rally car driver. Probably one of the biggest to ever be sponsored by Monster. He passed away in a snowmobile accident. So RIP to him. Also, RIP to Evil Knievel's son. So RIP to him, man. So devastating to hear that. Don't be sucky ass drivers. I know it's only January and we're getting some nice weather, but Chicago winter's coming, and I hope you guys are ready for it. You know, if you don't know how to drive, don't come out. If it's like past half inch of snow, if you see it snowing outside and if you gotta go outside and shovel your snow, don't drive. Do not go out and drive. Order Uber Eats. Cook. Order out. Don't drive. If you see snow on the ground, that is full coverage weather. Do not drive. Do not operate your vehicle if you don't have full coverage insurance. Do us the favor. Do us that solid in preparation for this young winter coming. But hey, what do I know, right? In light of it being Friday the 13th, I figured I'd have my homie Tom on to tell some crazy ghost stories. Now, he has told me these stories before, and let me just say, they are chilling as fuck. Hey,
Hey, this works.
what's up, buddy?
And it's not delayed.
But I forgot what podcast I was watching, and they were talking about some dude who fucking got caught beating his fucking shit on a Zoom call. I guess he forgot his camera was on.
Why? What is it? What?
Bro,
God
I was like, what the
damn.
fuck, dude? That's so crazy. And then, like, I think he was on the news about it. Like, bro, having to fucking talk about it after is crazy. How do you,
My
like,
God. I would immediately change my name, quit my job,
I
start
would
working
try to
Amazon
make a
Flex.
funny reaction, not a reaction, but like a funny take on it. Like, hey, man, shit happened.
I feel like I feel like there's no way to like recover from that, man.
I thought it was off.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, oops. Got my dick in my hands.
Insane.
Like, what can you say, dude? That's why the key is always putting a post-it on the camera, man. Post it on the camera, dude, just in case. It's like a backup insurance. I'm not gonna go on Amazon and buy like a little swipey thing, but I'll put a post-it on my shit.
That's funny as hell. I figured you'd tell these young stories.
Yeah, man, I got some ghost stories.
Dude,
I believe in some
you're gonna have me
spirits.
spooked once again.
Yeah, man. It's fine. It didn't I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's
You
fine
know,
or not. I don't know. Just go to bed after this, you know?
drink some milk and go to bed.
Yeah, well, one story that I can comes to mind like right away is when my grandma first retired. She was like she retired early, like 62 or whatever, you know. And my grandpa was a little younger than her, so he would basically they owned a farmhouse in Wisconsin, middle of nowhere, in a town called Black River Falls, Wisconsin, and he would meet her up there like in the summertime. She'd just be there all the time by herself, and he would link up with her like on a long weekend or like on the weekends he would drive up.
Yeah.
He worked nights, so he worked like cleaning buildings in downtown Chicago. So after work he'd get in his car and hit the expressway and start going on there. It was like 4 hours, 4.5 hours away or something like that.
Sheesh.
So one night, um what happened was she was in bed sleeping. Then she feels someone grabbing her leg. She thought it was my grandpa. And so she's like, "Oh, I'm happy you made it. I'm happy you made it after work over here. I know it's late." And she turns around and looks at the person who she thought was my grandpa at the time. And it was just a dude with a totally black face, just like a cloud of darkness, and a
Oh,
tuxedo on.
A tuxedo.
And yeah, and he was literally grabbing her leg. And people are gonna think, yeah, Tom, that's a night terror or whatever. Like, but my grandma's 88. She's never had a night terror. She's never had anything like this ever happen to her after that. And essentially, yeah, she turned around, looked at this face, and it was just completely dark. It was like you can tell that there's a face there, but you can't see it. And then you can just see like a white shirt tuxedo. She said it looked like this guy was going to a ball. Like, and she turned around, looking at him, and was freaked out. And she said this phrase in Polish, "Wszelki duch chwali Pana Boga," means like, I don't know, spirit follows the Lord or something.
Hmm.
It's just something that she learned when she was a younger child, I guess, to say,
Yeah.
because Polish people are like very spirit believing people, I think, very
Right.
religious people,
Hmm.
Catholics. So she said that, and when she said that phrase, this figure just, she couldn't feel him or her or whatever it was. God knows what it was, but
Dude, that's
could not
crazy.
feel that like grabbing her leg,
Yeah.
and it just disappeared into thin air. And afterwards, she went. She has a phone line. This cell phone. This was like 2005, but like my gram still doesn't have a cell phone.
Yeah.
She's 88 right now. She went and called my mom. It was like 3 in the morning or something like that. Woke my mom up, freaking out. And then eventually, my grandpa, he worked nights, so like by the time he got there, it was like early a.m., like 4 or 5 a.m. or something like that. And like she was just up the whole time. She couldn't sleep after that.
Damn, dude.
And
Crazy.
yeah, so imagine being on a farm by yourself, in a house by yourself, and you wake up to some figure grabbing your leg, pulling you, like almost pulling you out of bed. And you thought it was your husband just saying, like, I'm home. And you look back and it's just a dark figure with a tuxedo on,
Yeah.
just
That,
trying. I, like, what was that figure trying to do? I don't know, but never happened again. It's the one time it ever happened. And yeah, I'm pretty sure she went like home to Chicago for that weekend instead of staying at the farm,
right, dude, that's insane, bro.
just
And then
because she was
like
that freaked out about it.
what what
Yeah,
did you guys come about from that like after? Like what was there anybody like was there history from that house before or?
I don't know. I mean, my grandma and grandpa built that house. This house was like
Oh
30
shit.
minutes. Yes, there's Black River Falls is like a smaller town. Maybe it's got like 4,000 people in there living in that vicinity,
Yeah.
I think now. But back then it was probably like 3,500 or something like that. And where town is, like my grandma's like 30 minutes from like downtown Black River Falls. There's nothing there. She's like lives in this valley with like five other homes,
Damn.
like around her, but she owns like 90 acres of forest. So it's like forest and farmland pretty much. And yeah, it's pitch black, like she has no idea what it was to this day. Um, but yeah, that's how she got woken up one day, like 2005 ish.
And she
So
went back. She's been like back there since.
yeah, they actually got too old. They sold the farm, like maybe 5 years back. But
Damn.
yeah, they owned that for a while. I mean, I think they built the house like late 80s, early 90s, maybe
Damn.
something like
What if it was
that.
built on like
And then
some type of
who
grave
knows? Yeah, it
grave
was,
ground or some shit?
who knows what it was, but yeah, from what she remembers, the dude was, it wasn't like a lot of people have stories to like in the middle of nowhere places where it's just like some
Yeah.
kind of, I don't know, Native American or something, some kind of like spirit like that. But this was like a dude without a face in a full blown tuxedo trying to grab her and drag her out of bed, which was insane.
That's scary as fuck, dude.
Yeah, I told Natalie, don't just close the door so you don't have to listen to this before you go to bed. I know it's late.
What would you have done if that happened to
Um,
you?
what can you do? I don't know, man.
Bro, I don't know if I'd
I,
shit my pants or
I
have a
don't know
heart
those
attack.
phrases. Yeah, I would freak out, dude. I have no idea what I would do. Like I don't even know how my grandma was able to like, sleep in that house ever again. Like I see a big spider and I'm not trying to stay in that house anymore, dude. My grandma's like, oh, no problem. This dude with a face, without a face and a tuxedo in the middle of the night who disappeared when I said this
Oh
Polish
my god, dude.
phrase. I'm just gonna sleep there for the next 20 years. Like, that's cool. Like, I don't know how she did that, man. I have no idea. But it never happened again. So whatever phrase she used, I guess worked.
That shit worked. You gotta send that to me. The spelling and everything.
The only thing in Polish you're gonna know, dude.
Yeah, right.
Dziękuję. Wszelki duchwali Pana Boga. It's ghost shit. Yeah, man, I actually have a ghost story myself.
Let's
So
hear it.
a lot of my friends, they know the story because I've told it a long time. It's something I'll never forget in my life. But essentially, when a lot of people that do know me, they know my dad passed away when I was 8 years old.
Rest
That
in peace.
time he was in a coma. Yeah, rest in peace, Dad. Uh, February 15th, 2000. This was. So I was 8 years old, and essentially, my dad was in a coma for a couple months, and I was a scared kid. I didn't know what was going on. Slept in my mom's bed, like mom and dad's bed, while she was at the hospital or whatever, doing whatever. And one night, I'm in the bedroom, and in the distance, just the hallway light flicks on.
Hmm.
And you moved my mom out of this house, actually, but same house that you moved her out of. The light flicks on in the hallway, and I'm awake. I wasn't dreaming or anything like that. Uh, Light flicks on, and then I start hearing just like the floor creaking. It's an old house. It was built like in 1930s. So it's got like old, original, renovated like hardwood floors. And I look, and there's a figure standing there. There's just a dude with long hair, really long hair, and I don't know, like a kind of like a gown, just kind of glowy figure, which was, when you like think of textbook like Ghost,
Right.
I feel like it's just like this body that's there, but it kind of just looks like an aura. Like it doesn't look like
Like
it's
a
a complete
hologram.
person. Yeah, kind of like that. It's kind of weird. The light flicks on. There's a man. There's a stranger in
Right.
my hallway,
Oh,
chilling there.
shit.
That freaked me out. And you get that kind of fear where like your hair stands up all over your body just because you're frozen. You don't know what to do. You know. And this figure, he's looking at me dead straight in the eyes. I mean, this it's like this guy never blinked. Like, just imagine someone just staring directly into your eyeballs like the whole time. And he's starts walking towards me from the hallway to where the bed is in the
Mhm.
bedroom. And while he's walking, I hear the creaks of the wooden old floor in my mom's house
Oh,
just
shit.
creaking. And this guy is just staring at me. And I get chills right now thinking about this because it's something I'll never forget, probably. But yeah, this guy just staring at me right in the eyes, walking towards me. I could hear the floor creaking while he's doing that. And all of a sudden, I think my mom got home at this time from the hospital. It was like 3 in the morning. So she's opening the door to the back of the house. And it's like he heard it or something. He literally does this. He just looks back and then dead set on my eyes again. And then he just sprints out of the window of my room. He just sprints right through the wall out of the window. And the whole time while he's running past me, he's just staring at me right in the eyes. So while he's running past, he's
Oh,
literally just looking at me right dead set in the eyes and vanishes outside of basically into the wall, like just gone.
damn.
And the hallway lights were on. And my mom was asked, she came and she's like, hey, is everything okay?
Yeah.
Why are the lights on? That's how I knew I wasn't dreaming because my mom basically was there to like be like, hey, what's going on? Why are the lights on? What's happening? Why are you up? Even it's 3 in the morning. I was 8 years old. And I just told her, like, mom, there was a man in here and he just flew out that window. And then she was confused. I was like, there's someone in here. They just ran out this window. She didn't know what to think. And I told her, like, I think it was some kind of spirit, some kind of ghost. I have no idea what it was. And I was just freaked out. And and then I just remember, I don't even know why I said this, but I like I just asked her like, "Hey, did Dad die?" I just like knew, I had no idea who the figure was or anything. I
Yeah.
had no idea what's going on, but yeah, I don't know what it was. I just straight up asked her like, "Hey, did Dad die?" And she said, "Yeah, I actually just came back. They just told me he just died. Went to the
That's some,
hospital."
something just told you to
And
ask that.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like it was some kind of, I'm not saying these stories. It sounds like I'm just some kind of crazy spiritual, like, but it's just something that I'll just never forget because it was so crazy. And yeah, I
Dude,
don't know if it's just something about the presence of that dude that had me ask that, but that was the night my dad died. And I was 8 years old when that happened. 2/15, 2000, man. Never forget that.
damn, man. I'll
Yeah.
never forget that either, dude.
Yeah. Just imagine that, dude. Yeah. It was literally the thing that was the craziest is just like you feel kind of like you're frozen out of fear.
Yeah, like you're
I didn't
stuck.
know how to react. Yeah. You just feel stuck. I felt like I was glued to the bed. And I was just This guy just staring at me, ran past me, staring at me the whole time. Literally, imagine just someone running past me, just looking at you dead set in the eyes, just vanishing into thin air once they hit the window.
I'm assuming you
Uh,
remember the face. If we put you with a sketch artist, would you be able to?
I don't know if I remember. That was a long time ago, but
Yeah.
yeah, I just remember the dude. It felt like the dude was sounds crazy, but it felt like the guy was like from a Bible, like a Bible verse. Like he was dressed in like what we would imagine as like some kind of saint something, in like a cloak and a robe kind of thing. He had long wavy hair. He just bolted right out my window, dude. It was
Did he have
insane.
facial hair?
No, I don't think he had any facial hair,
Damn, that's
which is
crazy.
insane. You're right. I would think that people back then would like have that. But yeah, very gentle, but very just
Yeah.
you couldn't tell if it's like a good spirit or a bad spirit. Like you just don't know the vibes. Something
Damn.
just felt off. I don't know if it was a guy that was watching over me or if it was a guy. I don't know. I have no idea what the hell that was, to be honest, that day. But it's something I'll probably never forget, man. It's insane.
And have you ever had night terrors?
No, I never had. I barely even dream, honestly. Um,
Do you think if you had night terrors as a kid, you think you could like lose that as you get older?
I don't know. I don't think so. I have a friend that has like bad night terrors, and
Damn, that's
I
crazy.
don't know. I don't think you can shake that. It
Uh,
seems it seems it seems hard to do. It's when people think about it more. I don't know. I don't know like everything about it, but from what I've heard from my buddy who has them, the more he thinks about them, it seems like the more it happens or the worse it happens.
oh,
So like he would get freaky dreams like night terrors where the room that he was at in his basement he used to like pretty sure he used to stay at his grandpa's basement
hmm.
had like a little storage closet or something. You would have such realistic dreams that you would think that there's just these crazy looking demon things coming out of that little storage unit space and trying to just like he just felt frozen, like he couldn't do a damn thing in his dream. And yeah, I've never had anything like that, but what he describes just sounds fucking horrendous to me. Like I don't think I can deal with that personally. Like
Yeah, bro.
I would freak out, man. I know you have you had some of those kind of you've told me you've had some weird dreams like that before.
Dude, I had that's what I'm kind of like. I was wondering about like while you're telling me that story, if maybe perhaps I had night terrors as a kid, or maybe just experienced it one time and then like that was it. But this one time, bro, I don't fucking know how old I was, and I was on a bunk bed. There was me, my older brother on the bottom, and me on the top. And I remember I was laying there. And also, it could have been lucid dreaming because I remember I was laying down on my back, and I remember I was laying down, and I just remember this like red figure just grabbing my feet just like that, pulling up, and like just like a big scary face like that, just
Oh,
looking
dude.
at me, dude. And that was it, bro. Like I was just
Uh,
like, oh, like I fucking was so scared, dude.
oh God.
I
God
remember
damn.
what the fuck that face looks like too to this day.
Really? Damn.
I don't know what
And
the
when
fuck it
when
was.
you experience the, have you seen the same figure ever
Uh,
again in other like terrors like that?
nah. I mean, this face was like just the devil's face, bro.
Fuck, dude, that fucking freaks me out, man.
And it was like he stared at
Jesus,
me, bro. It was like I'm looking at him like, is this real? Is this real? And he was like, ah. Dude, it was insane,
Jesus.
bro.
Whew.
That was
Yeah, I
fuck.
don't think I'd be able to sleep, man. I already feel like I have some kind of type of insomnia. Like
Damn.
I probably, if I experienced something like that, I probably would never go to bed. But,
Damn, for
like I'm the
real.
kind of guy that can wake up at like 7 a.m., 6 a.m., whatever, and I mean, I'll go to bed at like 1:30 every day. I
Yeah.
don't know. I feel like
I was
I'm a night owl, man.
I was always
Can't
a
like
scared kid. Like shit scared me, bro. Barney scared me. Fucking my parents said I
I could
took a
see that
hammer.
though. Barney is freaky, man.
Fucking Barney, dude, had me puking as a kid, hiding under tables. We used to have VHS video, bro. I wish, man, this shit would have gone viral. Um, they said I took a hammer to a ET tape. I seen the movie ET,
Damn,
shit out of me, and
aggressive,
I kind of remember like me being on my knees,
bro.
like with a hammer, but I don't know.
Dude, do you remember the X-Files theme song?
Yeah.
That shit used to freak me out. My dad used to. I feel like my dad, when I was really young, I feel like he just watched that so that I would go to bed. Just
Damn, like scary you. All right, let's go.
yeah, it's like yeah, let's get the fuck out of here, or else we're watching X-Files, bro. Because as soon as that movie, like that show came on, I would hear the sound or the theme song or whatever. My ass would be like, "See ya, I'm gone, dude. Fuck this." Jump into bed because I'm scared someone's gonna grab my ass from underneath my bed as a kid. I remember that, dude.
Yeah, but I mean that was
That
the only
was
scary part, bro. I remember, like I said, being a scary kid, dude. Like every little thing scared me, and at around those times, I would like go to my parents' room and just sleep like on the floor, like right by their bed, like a fucking dog, because I was scared.
dude. I mean, I'd probably be sneaking in the covers with them, dude. I'm that kind of guy.
Dude,
I
that's
would be in between that.
but that was it. Like that was the only scary.
Dang, dude. I guess, man, shit. While we're talking about ghost stories, I got my mom, my mom and my dad. I feel like a lot of my family has seen a lot of weird shit, which is weird. I guess why does everyone have a ghost story? I don't know, but my mom, man, she wakes up early. I mean, she wakes up at like 4 a.m. for the last God knows how many years. And her father passed away when she was about my age as well, but in Poland. He never made it to America. And same bedroom actually, where I had my little episode with encounter, I guess, with that spirit. But what happened was she used to have this. She never had like a smartphone. I got her first smartphone like maybe 5 years ago, and she used to have like a wind up alarm always. And one day she woke up before the wind up alarm, but every day she used to wake up 4 on the dot, like boom, boom,
Yeah.
She had that alarm. It goes off at 4. One time she woke up before the alarm, dude, and she used to have this like I don't know recliner kind of couch in the corner of the room on the other side of the bed. And one time she woke up before the alarm, and she gets up, and it's her dad who had died in Poland when she was about 8. My mom is 60 right now. He was sitting in the chair just watching her with his leg like like how like crossed, I guess, like on his leg, just like this, sitting on the couch, staring at her while she's sleeping. And when he noticed that she saw him, he just had like this surprise look on his face and just disappeared as well. And told me as well, which is
Mm.
insane.
And she was your age. All right, when you had your
When yeah, she was my age when her dad died in Poland, and this happened like when she was like 50 years old in America, and he was just sitting on the recliner in her room staring at her while she slept. And when she woke up before her alarm that one day, he he she just caught him, I guess, and he was shocked. She said that his expression was like shocked because he was like, "Wow, she saw me," and then he just boom disappeared.
Damn.
But yeah,
That one's for the books,
insane.
dude.
Yeah, dude. I have one more like that, which is weird. My dad was still alive. He told us the story too. My dad used to like work nights, and then he'd come home. I don't know, like let's just say like 2 in the morning. And I feel like a lot of this shit happens. Like I don't know if we should look it up, but there is definitely some kind of ghost time. Like there's a time where like activity like that increases, and I don't know what the hours are, but I'm pretty sure it's like those times that all these events have been occurring
Well,
and
they
all these
say
stories have.
3 a.m. is the devil's hour.
Is it? I feel like a lot of these stories that like happen around that time, to be honest, which is really weird. But my dad would come home at like 2, 3 in the morning from his job,
Right.
and every day the first thing he would do is put his jacket in a closet. One time he opened the closet and his dead grandma was just staring at him right in the face. He just shut the closet really fast, and he said, "I didn't open that closet that night anymore."
What the
But yeah,
bro?
dude, his dead grandma was just in the closet looking at him like a spirit. Like I don't know what to tell you, but obviously it's not. He didn't murder my grandmother and put her in there, but
What did
or
he
his
make of
grandmother.
that?
But yeah, he just freaked out and he just didn't open that for like a week. He didn't put his jacket away. He just I don't know. Like I said, Polish people are kind of spiritual, so it's like a I would say I don't know, not that it's expected or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen my dad. I've never had a dream about him or anything like that. This year's 23 years since he passed away. I've never had any encounter like that with him. But I feel like he just was like, "Wow, fuck that,"
That's
not
crazy.
opening
How
up
old
that
is he?
closet door for a while. He was probably like, my dad died when he was 39. So when this story happened with that, where he saw his dead grandma in the closet staring at him when he opened it, that was like he was like 35, maybe 34.
That's
Yeah, he
fucking
used to work.
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That brings no, that makes me remember of a story. This one time I was with this ex. So I'm laying there, right? My grandma passed away, and like she passed away. I was like super close with her. We were sleeping already. We were like this story happened like 2018. So we're laying down. I'm like
Mm.
halfway like on my side and on my ex a little bit. And I just remember like it was kind of like a lucid dream, but I wasn't laying flat on my back. So like it was weird, dude. And like the energy I was getting, you remember like the story where like you couldn't turn around or else you turned to fucking sand or some shit like that? I don't know if it was like a Bible story
Yeah.
or something like that. But that's what was
Zeus
going through my
stuff.
mind.
Yeah.
Like I was afraid. I couldn't turn around.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I was afraid to turn around. I couldn't turn around. Something was scaring me. And like I had a feeling it
Yeah.
was my
Gut
oh
feeling.
no. Yes, it was my grandmother was trying to get me to turn around. And I was like, I can't. And I was like, why the fuck? Like even my reasoning now like was coming back to me then. Like I was like, why would my grandma want me to turn around if she knows I can't turn around? So that's when I was like kind of feeling like maybe like I don't know, some type of weird way about it all. But
Yeah, like a weird energy or something. Like, is it? Because I feel like that's the thing. Did you feel like when that happened? Did you have like chills or anything?
bro, I was like sleeping, dude. I don't know if I was dreaming,
Oh, really? Oh,
but it
shit.
was like it could have been like a night terror too. But hold on, like I remember like going through that scene, like I couldn't turn around, and like I remembered like back then, like I just missed my grandma, dude. I was like, obviously she has my best interest in mind. Like I have to turn around, and I remember
Yeah.
turning around and seeing like a scary fucking figure, nigga, like so scary, bro, to the point where like,
Fuck. Tricked your ass, dude.
bro, yeah, like I woke my ex up, and it was like a scare, like it was a yell, bro, in my dream, that like transferred to real life. So it was
Holy shit.
like a yell like that, bro.
Oh yeah,
And I
dude.
would
Freak
up like going
you
like
the hell out,
like
man. Oh
scared
my
big
God.
bro. I just remember my ex waking up like trying to calm me down. Like, what happened? What happened?
Dude,
That's fucking traumatizing, bro. If you think about it.
dude.
Like
That's
the
scary as shit.
6'4", 300 pound dude waking
I
up.
mean, yeah, but dude, I mean, it's fucking freaky, dude. I mean, if
Hey,
I had a dream like
that
that,
can't lie,
dude,
bro. Like I seen what I seen, bro. Like why the fuck would I see that shit?
exactly. I don't know, man. I used to
Maybe
like
it's like
watching a show. I like, dude, I've been interested in that kind of shit because I feel like I just had so many stories going around, like of experiences in my family where I would watch this show Supernatural,
I want to
and
say
the
I heard
shit in
about
that show, man. Have you ever seen that?
it. Nah.
No.
I want to say I
Yeah,
heard
it's
about it.
like two brothers. It's a complicated story, but essentially they go and like hunt for demons and like spirits and shit.
Wait, do
But
they stay in the house?
no, they travel like they basically credit card scam people and travel across the US fucking killing spirits. I don't know, dude. Evil spirit. It's
That, bro.
obviously a fake show. But I just remember that show when I saw it, man. I just saw like that there could be a really dark side to that kind of spiritual stuff. Like your story right now reminded me of just like characters in the show that are evil,
Yeah.
like evil spirits, where they pretend to play good, and then when they get you, they turn on you really fast like that, and like they're ready to
Hey,
kill you or something.
but
Like,
that could also
yeah.
describe my relationship. So maybe it was a sign, like, yo, get the fuck
It's
out
like,
of there.
yeah. Yes.
Maybe she thought I'll scare him so much, like he won't want to be here no more. He'll fucking. Bro, I'm telling you, dude, I fucking yelled, bro. I was yelling in my dream, and when it like transferred to real life was like, oh. But in my dream, I was like, oh,
Oh
holy
yeah,
shit, dude, it was a fucking figure to fucking.
dude, that's freaky, man.
It's like movie shit, bro.
Have you ever had? I mean, I feel like this is a common dream, but have you ever had a dream where you feel like you're falling forever?
Nah,
No. Oh shit, man, I've had that before. It literally feels like it never ends. It's
you don't get
terrible.
that feeling when you're falling, like your heart falling, like your heart
I
dropping
don't
when
know.
you wake up.
Yeah, I've had that. Like these dreams kind of have done that where I feel like I'm falling down a cliff, and then
That wouldn't
it
wake
makes me
you up
like,
though.
oh yeah, it'll wake me up eventually, but it feels like it's endless
Yeah,
for a while.
I remember I
And
got.
then it gets to a point like
Go
where you
ahead.
can't control it and you just wake up. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, every dream I've had where I'm falling, I'll like just wake up. I've had a dream where I'm drowning and like right before I'm about to drown, like I'll wake up or I'll hit the surface,
That's
like right when that
fuck.
happens. Then I've been shot in a dream too, like right in the gut.
I don't think I've ever been. I think I've had weird dreams in the past. I barely dream, but when I do dream, I've had some weird ones.
But
One that I have like continuously is fucking
yeah,
floating.
I'd want to have an interview or some type of talk with a dream interpreter because when
Damn,
I
that would
got
be good.
shot in the gut, it was like around 2019 was like when I was like rebuilding myself, getting over that ex girl I had. And that was around that time. And I looked it up and like it meant like death to the old you type shit, or it could mean like new
Uh,
beginnings type shit. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm all about
I
meaning.
like that.
So I was like, new
Yeah, I like that.
beginnings. I was like, that nigga
That's a
dead.
scary way. It's a scary way to show that shit, but
Hey
I
man.
like it. I like it, dude. I don't know. When it comes to dreams, I've had this crazy dream where I feel like I'm floating a lot of times, so many times in my life, and then I feel like I'm in like a third person, like I'm viewing people, watching how things transpire around in the world around me,
Yeah.
but I'm not participating in it. I've had like that dream many times where I can like I don't know, hover up on top of a roof of a big building or some shit, and like no one notices me. I've had I've
Damn.
had that a lot. I don't know what that means, but I've had that a lot, where I literally feel like I can just move around in the air and like I'm like a drone, like I'm like a human drone, and people have no idea that I'm up there, or like
Damn.
I don't know what that means. I'm sure someone out there does, but
We gotta
I've had
fucking
that many times in life, dude.
for real more than like 3 times.
Oh yeah, more than that, way more, like a, a lot,
God damn. I need
probably
that, man.
dozens of times, dude. Probably dozens of times, same scenario where I'm me. I'm like my full human self, but I have some kind of like levitation, like floating. I'm like I just hover around shit. It's fucking crazy, man.
That's
Like
crazy.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it means.
They always give those
That's one
fucking.
that I like all the time.
I wish I had that fucking power, man. I'd be hovering over fucking girls' cribs.
Dude, like I saw you with that other dude. I saw you.
Wake up mad as hell.
Um yeah. Texting your girl. Like, you know what? I had a
What's
dream
wrong
about
with
you
you?
doing this. What the fuck? Why would you do this to me in my dreams? Oh man. Yeah. That's all I can think of for now, man. I don't know if I have any more ghost stories or anything, but hopefully you can sleep. You know,
I'm gonna clap some
hopefully
cheeks.
nothing grabs your leg just to forget about
Right? Like, I need you to come over now.
it. I need to forget a lot about a lot of things. I need to forget about like three, four things. So
Dude, I was like, I
yeah,
don't have
dude.
any scary stories, but I didn't do my taxes last year, so that's gonna be scary.
The IRS isn't watching this video. If they are, shout out to the IRS. But
Shout out to
dude, I
them
don't think
chicks
that
that
they take my
worked at
money.
IRS. Any of you girls worked at IRS?
Chris is single. I'm married. I'm married now.
No, yes, I need a chick that can do taxes. That
Oh
knows the
shit.
ins and outs. I would be afraid to
Yeah.
fucking use like TurboTax or some shit like that.
I've never used that in my life, dude. Never.
Dude, when we were in school, when I was in school, I would never get like over $500 in like tax returns. Like I'd always get like $400, $500. People would get like racks.
I don't know how they do that. I feel like
Oh,
I've
some
gotten
type of
some,
finesse type shit.
but they're definitely playing with some shit. That's too
Uh,
scary for me to play with.
am I?
I've never gotten like a crazy amount like that, bro. Maybe two. I've gotten 2,000, maybe 1,500, somewhere around there, but never like crazy amounts.
Because people were just going to school just to get this money. Like they were doing the FAFSA
Yeah,
shit just to get the fucking
yeah,
money.
dude. I fucking remember that.
I never got none of that shit,
Scam.
bro. I was fucking
uh,
supposed to get it.
I didn't get any of that shit.
That's how I felt with the
But yeah,
people.
I've always used an accountant.
Thank you for tuning in to another podcast with your boy. You know the voice. If you haven't already, go follow me on Instagram. What came first, the chicken or the egg?